Pac-Man for the NES. What can I say about this game? It's Pac-Man. If you don't know how to play Pac-Man... No, actually I refuse to believe that anyone watching this video doesn't know how to play Pac-Man. Eat the dots, avoid the ghosts, blah blah blah. What's interesting is that despite being one of the biggest landmarks in gaming history, Pac-Man doesn't really hold up well today. Unlike the later Miss Pac-Man, all the levels have the same layout, with the ghosts just getting faster. The NES version available on the Virtual Console is particularly underwhelming. It doesn't look that good, and doesn't even save your high score, so what's really the point? The controls feel a bit imprecise, which in a game like this is pretty much a killer. So my advice is to not buy this game. I have no idea why I did. If you fancy some Pac-Man type gameplay, Miss Pac-Man is definitely the way to go. Or better yet, Pac-Man Championship Edition for Xbox Live Arcade. This game takes the core idea of Pac-Man and adapts it for an overall better arcade experience. Instead of collecting all the dots, the aim of the game is to survive for a certain length of time, or if you're good, to get the highest score in that time. The screen is divided into two sides. By collecting all the dots on one side, you make one of the classic objects like the cherry or key appear, and grabbing that makes dots appear on the other side of the level. By mixing up the way the level is laid out, the routes the dots make you take, and the frequency that power pills appear, means that there's a lot of variety in the game. Something I really like is the way you earn extra lives as you score points, which fits the survival aspect perfectly. If you're like me and aren't all that great at avoiding the ghosts, you start to adopt a more forgiving version of the defender technique of earning lives at a faster rate than you lose them. Another good aspect of the game is the ghost AI. Even playing for a short time reveals they each have their own personality. The red ghost Blinky is the most aggressive and tends to take the most direct route when attacking, whereas the orange ghost Clyde is pretty stupid and will sometimes go in completely the wrong direction. Once you get a feel for these personalities, keeping an eye on which ghosts are where can become a factor in your strategy. To keep you playing, the game provides several different challenge and extra modes which are played on special stages which force you to play in different ways. Examples include Extra Mode 1, which moves extremely fast and has escape tunnels everywhere, and Challenge Mode 2, in which the maze is completely dark save from the light from the dots and the ghosts, which makes things harder as you progress and eat away your only way of navigating. On top of all this, the game looks and sounds very impressive. The use of neon lighting effects coupled with the classic black background and pixel characters is great, and I really like how the sounds of the old game have been pushed into the background in favour of new effects, which do a very good job of evoking the feel of an old arcade game, plus the pumping techno soundtrack which injects a sense of urgency into the game. So, is Pac-Man Championship Edition worth 800 Microsoft points? Yes, it is. It's a really well designed arcade game that perfectly blends classic and modern gaming ideas into a package that I believe will stand the test of time far better than its predecessor.